Welcome to First Sun News. This is Argumitra. Canada's U-turn. CSIS identifies Khalistani extremists as a national security threat. A few weeks back, former Canadian Prime Minister Stephen Harper expressed that Canadian political parties ought to cut their connections with Sikh extremists. India has long claimed that Canada is a safe haven for Khalistani extremists. Now, Canada's own intelligence agency confirms this. The Canadian Security Intelligence Service, CSIS, has publicly stated that a small but active group of Sikh extremists in Canada use the country as a base. They promote, fund, and plan violence against India to create a separate Sikh state called Khalistani. This admission, part of CSIS's annual report to Parliament, marks a notable change in India-Canada relations, which have been tense with accusations and denials. It confirms Indian concerns and could lead to closer cooperation, though it's still uncertain how things will develop. India has regularly highlighted the danger of Khalistani groups operating from Canada. They point to activities that threaten India's security. The CSIS report from June 2025 says, Khalistani extremists continue to use Canada as a base for promoting, raising funds, or planning violence mainly in India. This is the first time since 2018 that CSIS has mentioned this issue in its annual report. It hints that Canada might be beginning to address India's worries. The report also notes that these extremists are a small part of Canada's Sikh community. India has been vocal about needing Canada to stop anti-India activities. The 1985 Air India bombing, which killed 329 people, still haunts India. It shows what unchecked extremism can cause. India argues that Canada's lenient laws allow Khalistani groups to operate freely. Relations worsened in September 2023 when Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau accused India of involvement in the killing of Hardeep Singh Nijjar. Nijjar was a Canadian citizen and a strong supporter of Khalistani, murdered in British Columbia. India rejected this, calling the accusations false and biased. It accused Canada of protecting anti-India extremists. The situation worsened in October 2024 when Canada expelled 6 Indian diplomats. Canada called them persons of interest in Nijjar's case. India responded by calling back its diplomats and ejecting Canadian officials. At the G7 summit in June 2025 in Alberta, leaders showed signs of a return to normal. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi met with Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney. They agreed to restore diplomatic ties and restart trade talks. This meeting, along with the CSIS report, hints that Canada might listen more to India's concerns. Recently, former Canadian Prime Minister Stephen Harper said political parties in Canada should cut ties with Sikh extremists. He warned that having links with those who want to bring India's troubles to Canada only hurts relations with India. He believes Canada and India can work together. Both nations should focus on the future instead of past disputes. A few weeks ago, Peel Regional Police in Canada cracked down on a large drug and terror group. The gang operated around Toronto and had ties to Sikh extremists. The police seized about $50 million worth of cocaine. Please monitor this topic closely, as several upcoming developments are expected to emerge soon, along with additional news becoming evident. I will persist in providing you with confirmed and current videos. My aim is always to guarantee that even if there is a slight delay in a video, it will include accurate, verified sources, enabling me to clearly elucidate the real events. I don't claim to rely on traditional sources like others do. I prioritize creativity and thoroughness in supporting the content of my videos. If you found my video helpful, please consider liking, subscribing to, and sharing it. Feel free to share your honest thoughts in the comments, as I value your feedback.